All right, welcome to Notes 3-1, and we're on page 29, in your notes. So let's look at the learning targets for today. So the learning targets are to add radical expressions and to subtract radical expressions. So my general advice for radical expressions is to treat those like variables. So for example, if I were adding 2x plus 3y plus maybe 4x, I would have to look for like terms, which would be my x's, and I could add those, which would be 2x plus 4x. My 3y could not combine with anything. And then I would add my coefficients only. This would be 2 plus 4x, and then plus 3y, which would equal 6x plus 3y. And so we're going to treat radicals in that same fashion. If the radicals are the same, then they're called like radicals, and if not, then they cannot combine. So right here, they're talking about the addition property of radicals. So you notice that the coefficients, a and c, do not have to match. What has to match is the radicand, which is the square root b's. And so if we're trying to add or subtract those, we would just add or subtract only the coefficients, and our radicand would not change. Okay. So they give an example back to that Windy Hill Science Club. They're building those kites, and if you recall, they were going to buy balsa wood, and so they do an example exactly like what I was talking about. For example, an expression below, you can add like terms 5x and 7x, and so they say 5x plus 7x is we only add those coefficients, and so we get 12x. And so we're going to begin on example A, add or subtract each expression and simplify. So I'm going to do those over here to the side so we can see them done originally. So we have 3 root 5 plus 7 root 5s. And so since the radicand matches, we can rewrite this as 3 plus 7 root 5. And 3 plus 7 is 10, so we would have 10 and then root 5. And you see that is indeed what they got, 10 root 5. All right, next, similarly, I see right here that my radicands match. I have cube root 3's and cube root 3's. So I have 10 cube root 3 minus 4 cube root 3's, which is 10 minus 4 cube root 3's, which would give me 6 cube root 3's. And that's indeed what they got, 6 cube root 3. And finally, we have to identify here which ones are the like radicands. So the 2 root 5 and the 6 root 5 are alike, and the 8 root 3's and the negative 3 root 3's are alike. And so it says to group terms with like radicands. So that's what we'll do. We're going to rewrite this 2 root 5 plus 6 root 5 because those are alike. They have like radicands. And 8 root 3 and minus 3 root 3. All right, now we will add our coefficients. So this is going to be 2 plus 6 root 5, and then plus 8 minus 3 root 3's, which is 8 root 5, plus, this would be 5 root 3, which is what they have, 8 root 5 plus 5 root 3. All right, so we're going to go ahead and flip this guy over. You're going to try these A's, so pause here. You're going to try these, and I will see you on the next part of the video.